everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 2 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of Not Too Complicated 2. Where today I've been pretty much just farming EMC. I had a couple things I had to do in real life between episode 1 and episode 2. So for the most part, I'm just kind of letting the world sit here for a little bit and popping over every now and then to harvest a little bit of wood. I've got a decent amount of EMC. I think that's a diamond's worth, right? Oh, not too shabby. And that's mostly all I've been doing. I did use a little bit of string to make some wool, to make a bed, which is cool. And that got me a quest reward by way of bedroll and phantom membranes. Well, that's interesting. Cool. And they have EMC, which is kind of awesome. So I'll just, yeah, why not, right? Throw them in there. Now we know how to make phantom membranes, which I guess there's a reason I was given that, but I don't really know. And a bedroll, I assume, is like you can only sleep at night. Okay, well, that's... I don't know how that's different from a bed. But cool. Neato burrito. So lots of stuff to do today. Last episode we kind of got started with initial production of resources. Today I want to continue that trend. So I think this is what I'm going to go with. It did start raining at some point while I was AFK, so we got a couple buckets worth of water, which means I should, if I'm not mistaken by this, be able to create an infinite water source, which is exciting to me, because it means we don't have to worry too much about water no mores, and I'm 100% down with that plan. So we're gonna see if infinite water is a thing in this pack. I really hope it is, and apparently it's not, so that's okay. Well then, that's a thing. No infinite water in this pack, huh? You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. You're killing me. Let's see if there's anything in the quest book about this, though, because I'm curious to see if there is. Water bucket, water effect. Not only is getting water sources different, but gravity also affects water. Hasn't gravity always affected water? So you want me to get a water bucket, so you know what we can do? Okay. So that gets me bread, charcoal, and ice chunks. 4 of which can make ice. Okay, cool. Neato. Well, that's a thing. So we got water. So that's cool. Now you want me to make ice. So 4 ice chunks can make ice. Or the 0 ring, which obviously we're probably not have access to that just yet. We can also transmute ice in world. But I'm, going to assume that that's not going to work out as well as you would have hoped. But let's see what happens. Can I... So you're there-ish. If I put you there... Oh, I can. I can shift-click. Oh, neat. Now, will you turn into ice chunks? Because that would be cool. Or are you just going to turn into water? You're just going to turn into water. Okay. Well, at least, so I know if I get ice, I can EMC the ice, right? It's 1 EMC. Then I can place the ice and break it to get water sources. So that looks like an easy way to get water once I have access to actual ice. So that's a thing. Let's just see if there's any other way to get ice chunks. Not really. So I was given ice chunks, but I don't see any way to get them. That's cool. Now, bread charcoal... Block of bread charcoal, charcoal chunk, smelt 6 items, and charcoal chunks can smelt 1 item. Neat. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna go put you in my inventory over here, along with the actual charcoal itself. Which reminds me, I need to get coal, which shouldn't be too bad. Also reminds me, I'm probably gonna want to look at doing a little bit by way of. Let's see, did I get a sapling? I did. By way of handling stuff. I'm going to put my ice in there as well. So at least we've got some semblance of water. So that's neat. Definitely going to have to figure out another solution for water here. But, we'll figure it out as time goes by. Let's see. Where am I quest-wise? I definitely want to get into clay. But I'm suspecting that clay... we need to use dust to get clay, right? And in order to get in order to really get into the Tinkers, we're probably going to want the whole clay process. We'll get into Tinkers probably in today's episode, but we're probably going to want to do the mycelium with the crucible to get, or with an oak barrel, right, to get witch water. So let's do this. Let me get another oak barrel. Why did I put you in here, right? Let me get another oak barrel specifically for mycelium. production, right? Yes, so that is a quest complete, even though I had them from before. Now, what's this thing all about? Oak log chips. Okay. I don't know why I got that as a quest reward. I already had oak logs, but whatever. And then we want to get dust. Use the quartz grindstone to make dust, right? So in order to get dust, we need to get a witch water bucket, which is going to be simply as follows. Let's go set up a witch water area. So let's call that, you know, I don't have an exact plan on how I want to do all the things here, but, you know, we'll figure it out. We'll probably, you know, start small and then expand as time goes by. Okay, so what I'm going to do here then is... let's set up like a 3x3 of this. And now if I were to get my ancient spores, we get our mycelium. Am I forgetting exactly how this works? Does it have to be dirt? It may have to be dirt. There we go. Oh, sweet. And it already spread. Perfect. Now, I would like to try a watering can. Now, I noticed there's a wooden water can and a stone water can. The stone one just needs a bowl and some bone meal. So I kind of want to try it out. The only problem is it needs water, right? And that could be a little bit of a problem. But we'll figure it out. So I'm just going to jump straight to stone water can. You know, I'm a little curious what the difference is. So you know what? Maybe because I'm wondering, does it grow faster or just a bigger area of effect or both? I don't really know. But for a single piece of bone meal, I can afford to experiment, right? So obviously we're going to have to use one of these water source buckets that we have here. Probably both, as a matter of fact, right? But not the end of the world. How much water is in here from our 4 saplings? Okay. It was slow, though, to produce. It really was. It was really slow to produce. But I can snag 4 more saplings. I mean, we could always do a little bit of that. I've got, obviously, a lot of time in my time in a bottle. Oh, look at that. Look how fast it moves. Not fast at all. But, meh. I'm just curious. Oh. You don't actually use the water source block. Well, that's cool. Sweet. That's neat. It doesn't actually use up the water source block in order to get it. So that's kind of nice. So now you look like you water on a 1x1 area. And you water on a 3x3 area. So that's good to know, actually. Sweet. And then I could get more oak barrels. I feel like that's a smart move. So I don't think I need my wooden water can, but I'll hang on to it. I was just curious, like, you know, the differences. It didn't really give you a good indication on the tooltip what the differences might be. So I was just a little bit curious. So I could knock out one of these, and then we could make a couple more crucibles. No, a couple more oak barrels. I have no idea what kind of quartz situation. I mean, I'm assuming actually that quartz has EMC. Does soul sand have EMC? It does not. So if we want to get more soul sand, we're probably going to need a lot of these. So let's do the 3 of them. You know, considering we already started that process, right? Now I should be able to do this, and he's going to convert, you can see the progress there, into witch water. And then I think I just throw sand in there to get... boom. Soul sand. Nice. That's cool. All right, so quest complete soul sand. It wants me to collect that witch water bucket. I guess I'll do that. And that'll give me another ice chunk. Well, there you go. Maybe there's like a few quests that come together to give me the ice chunk that I'm going to eventually need. So that's kind of cool. And then also, if it rains, you know, that's another thing. And wow, I got 64 soul sand for doing that, which is... I love a quest. I'm just going to put this out there. I love it when they give you a really good reward like that. It's like, hey, here's a tedious thing. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of that thing for making the thing. Kind of nice. Kind of nice. Okay, cool. And then I did an oak log optional. You know what? I can use my charcoal now to get coal. Hey, give me that back. That wasn't supposed to be doing that. It's the reason I always keep a sword in my left hand. All right, so you can convert into coal now using the Philosopher's Stone, and coal is EMCable. Boom! Learned coal. Nice. That is cool. That is cool. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. And I can sleep through the night. How great is that? Eh? Being able to sleep is a good thing. Especially because I don't really have torches yet. Though I can now make torches. Though I think I read somewhere torches might make pollution. So we want to be a little bit careful about that. So I've got now 2 ice chunks. We need 2 more to get our first piece of ice. Which we better EMC or I'll probably regret. I don't know where in the quest book I will find more ice. I guess we'll, find out. But our next step is Nether Quartz, which we want to sieve with flint mesh. Does it have to be flint? Yes. Yes, we definitely want to sieve it with flint mesh. So let's get 6 flint. Or flint, they are not. And gravel wasn't either, right? Okay. I did some of this, though. That's cool. Let's get a stack of sand. We can turn it into sandstone. Oh, hello, tree. I will always take more EMC. Bada bing, bada boom. Lots of EMC. Yeah, let's just do it this way. And then you can go here. And you're going to convert into gravel. Boom, boom. And then vein mine. And then you get me at least 2 more flint. And the rest of you can go in there. And then I should be able to extract this, upgrade it to flint. And then our soul sand goes in. No, no, no. Give me that back. I clicked on this guy, obviously. Hey, Nether Quartz. Winner, winner. I like that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a little bit more. Maybe not that much. But, yeah. We're going to do this and that for sandstone. That should be cool. Sweet. Two more flint. And then I could probably... Yeah, I might as well do it. Looks like about a stack worth of sand is what we get enough stuff from. You know, having the ulti-mine stuff is definitely worth, in my opinion. So close, just need 2 more gravel. This way I have, you know, all the meshes are flint, and we don't have to worry about the wrong thing going in anywhere. And then I can get, you know, a bunch more quartz. Right? That's kind of cool. I like it. Now, this bee-related stuff, gene samples productive bees ghostly. We'll figure out what that's about. And you know what? I'm going to throw my nether wart into my seeds chest. How's that? Good plan? You are junk, so you can go in there. Junk-ish. The quartz, 100% learned. Burn it. Good. So now I should be able to make a quartz grindstone, right? So with quartz complete, we also got water cans, which gets us more fish bones, and coal, which gets us more coal. I will burn that. I will turn you into bone meal, which I will save. And now that we got our quartz, we can get our quartz grindstone. What other quest did we complete and not hand in? Is it down here? Oh, the flint mesh. Oh, well, we'll save you for later, flint mesh. Okay, so now we want to get our manual grinding, right? So that's going to require 2 quartz more than I currently have. And a little bit of smooth stone, if I remember. Yeah. All right, let's see what we can pull off here. A wooden gear is just some sticks. Just gonna get a bunch of them. Sweet, quartz grindstone. And then it's something like this to make the crank. That was close. Cool. And then I'm gonna pop you right there with the crank on top. And now we should be able to turn sand into dust, right? I believe that to be true. So if I put you in here and started spinning, that should be cool. So that'll get me some nether quartz as a reward. I'm gonna burn that. I'm gonna put you away for a sec. And then next task will be to get silicon, which we can smelt quartz to get. We'll take care of that in a sec, but that'll get us towards redstone ingots. But the first thing I want to get is dust so I can get clay. So is dust EMCable? I'm going to assume not. I'm going to assume not. It is not, but I got my first dust, which is cool. That is a dust quest. Nice. So I'm going to get some of this, and then if I get one more bucket of water, and we popped you in... You know what? Yeah, no, I'll put it in here. Oh, can I not? Can I not oak barrel? Okay. Can I do you? Nope. Can I do... something like, no, I think it needs to. What's weird is that I can't, why can't I put water? Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Why wasn't it working before? I don't know. But hey, clay, that's cool. Clay balls, that's cool. EMCable. Nice. Right? Huge progress right there. Means that we can get into some really good stuff, specifically Tinkers related stuff, which I should really start looking at getting into sooner probably than later. But that's pretty good. I think that's pretty cool. All right, let me get myself some more dust, because the other thing that dust is going to get me, by the way, in a sieve with an iron mesh, we can get redstone. So I want to save it until I get the iron mesh. I don't know how to get iron just yet. I think I need to get through like kilns and stuff before I can get iron, but we'll figure it out. Let me sieve this for a few minutes, and we'll be right back. Or not sieve, you know what I mean, grind. All right, let's get into making a few things here. I want to get into Tinkers a little bit just to get started with it, right? So I'm going to make a few patterns, right? 18 should be a good starting point. I can get my part builder. I can get my Tinker station. And I think I want to make materials and U book was one of the things I'm going to have to do. I'm going to figure out how to make a book. We're going to need some paper and some leather or some slime balls. Neither of those things are particularly easy to do. Yeah, I don't know. Is there like a sneaky cool way to make leather? I could probably set up a little grass so that passive mob spawn thing going on. I should probably do something like that anyway. So we could set something like that up. Hey, advancement made. Part builder, Tinker station. Sweet. I like it. I like that little advancements thing that pops up there. That's cool, right? Da-da-dum. Sweet. All right, so standard information. Wow, you give me a lot of patterns as a reward, and I get a crafting station as a reward too. I'm gonna throw that in here though, because I like the crafting station and I don't like the crafting station. I've gotten very used to, in my Minecraft career, not emptying out the crafting table because I can just close the UI and it all goes into my inventory. But the crafting station doesn't do that, which is good if that's what you want it to not do, but also very confusing when you want it to do that. So, you know. So we should set up a little Tinker's area, for sure. And maybe even an animal farm area. Shouldn't be a bad idea. Let me get another couple of you, because I feel like we're going to want you guys, right? Let me just prepare them. And also, give me a couple more stacks of cobble. Yeah, I think that's a smart move. You guys can chill up there, though. And I will be back once I expand my platform a little. And I feel like I should consider... Oh, I'm in the mountains now. Nice. I should probably consider possibly lighting up this platform a little bit more so that, you know, enemies don't spawn on it. And if I'm concerned about enemies, I should sleep through the night. I'm just saying. Because we're in a void world, you know they're going to spawn quickly. But let me also do the passive mob thing, and maybe that'll set up over here-ish. I'm just going to kind of, you know, which I always say you shouldn't do, but I do anyway because it's me. I'm going to probably just organically grow my platform a little bit. And we'll expand as we need, right? So if I set up a little grassy area over here, right? This could be cool. Now talk to me about... Yeah, buddy. I like this idea. Ah, grass. Okay, cool. Right? Right? Now I could always convert it back if I so choose. And re-center it like that, maybe? That seems a little bit better. Make myself a few fences. I have no idea how many fences I'm going to need, but we'll start with this many and we'll go from there. I haven't figured out what happens if you fall into the void in this pack, but I'm sure I will at some point. Can you do a double fence gate? I don't even know. Wow, did I luck out on the amount of fences I needed, huh? And then we just hope that passive mob spawn equals good. Now, I do want to make a couple torches and see if pollution is going to happen with torches. I don't know if torches will be a source of pollution, but I guess we'll find out. So what I'm going to do is just make sure that this area is lit up, and we'll see if pollution happens, right? I guess we'll find out. And if it does, it does. And we're just going to have to deal with the pollution. At some point, it's something we're going to have to deal with. I would love to get ahead of it, but I'm not going to get ahead of it, right? I know Dire. I'm going to make a mess, and then we're going to have to clean up the mess later. Because that's just how Dire operates. It's just the way of the world. So I'm going to pop you there. Is that all lining up properly? I feel like it is. Just want to make sure we don't have any unlit spots, right? I think we're getting to the size of our base where we want to start caring about having, you know, unlit spots equals bad. All right. So we've got hopefully a passive animal spawn area. We'll see if that works. I think it will. I do see a little bit of an unlit spot. There you go, fixed. And let's see, you can go there for a sec. Perfect. And then I'll EMC all the things I can EMC, right? Love it. Love the EMCing of processes. It's the best. Okay, cool. So now we've got a little spot, what I'll call my Tinker's area. We'll put this right over here. So let's get our part builder built. Let's get our Tinker station built. This is the dude where we do the things. You can go in here. I can now make tools, right? I'm not going to have any metal tools available to me yet, but I can do stone-based tools, right? So, you know, let's get a little bit of wood, a little bit of oak planks, just so I can get like the basic sequence of tools, right? So I know I'm going to want like I'm just going to start with stone, right? Like no reason to not start with stone. We'll get a sword blade. We'll get an axe head. Sure, why not? We'll get a shovel head, something shovelly. We'll figure out what we need. Hooray, tool parts. Okay, so if I want a sword, it's going to be boop, boop, and boop. I'm not going to worry about like making the best tools in the world that's available to me at this current stage because I really just don't care. I will get better tools once I have access to better materials. Deal? Like that's how we're going to play it. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. But having the basics down will be nice, I think. So you need a binding for the axe head. Because I like having an axe, it's not bad. And then a shovel, right? Or I'll just do you. So it's these two, right? Beautiful. I love it. Okay, cool. So Tinkers-ish complete. Some notes. Melting points. This looks important, so I'm going to read it. It looks like melting points in this pack have entirely changed. Acknowledged. So air, 30 degrees Celsius. Lava is up to 1100 degrees Celsius, and that can melt these resources. If you want to melt these resources, you need blazing blood, and then eventually you need superheated plasma, which is molten blitz for osmium, tungsten, and carbon. Cool. All right, that's neat. So blazing blood will be a thing at some point, obviously. We'll deal with it. But hey, basic Tinker setup, not too shabby. So I'm going to say I don't see any pollution yet. So that's nice to know that torches don't cause pollution in this pack. I wasn't sure if they would. I'm glad to see they don't appear to. All right, I think the next thing I want to do is make a brick. So I'm going to get... If I get bread charcoal, which, by the way, how do I make this? I just smelt bread and it makes bread charcoal. Okay, that's interesting. And that'll get me 6 charcoal chunks, which I assume can smelt 1 item at a time. Sweet. See the pollution? That's not the pollution, by the way. We'll see. We'll know when pollution is happening. I'll tell you guys when pollution happens. But hey, we've got bricks, so that's cool. Maybe we'll get lucky and we won't actually get pollution. I wouldn't count on it. I definitely wouldn't count on it. I'm waiting for actual pollution to happen. I do like the idea of having to manage that pollution, though. And there's definitely things we can do to manage it, and we will talk about them as the pack progresses. And as we get... I think when we get access to redstone, we'll have the best way to manage pollution. But I think we actually got lucky with RNG and didn't get any pollution production, so that's kind of cool. So quest completed brick. Yay. And ooh, a big tree. I love when you get big... I hate when you get big trees in non-skyblock packs, but in skyblock packs, they're, especially when you have a ultimine or something like it, it's the best because you get so much more wood than normal. So that's cool, right? So you guys can all go away. All the junk can be put away. So we've got bricks now, which means we can make... Well, I guess we need clay buckets to make them, but still, I'm going to sleep through this night, and I think by getting bricks, this opens up a chapter, which is going to lead to our first metals, if I'm reading the quest book correctly. So by doing that, we just opened up the Go to Immersive Engineering chapter, which I'm going to do, and that will get me egg charcoal and iron nuggets. Ooh, my first couple iron nuggets. I'm going to put them in a safe place. And egg charcoal... Okay, smelts 4 items. And it comes from, I assume, smelting eggs. Okay, interesting. Lots of charcoal variants in this pack is what I'm noticing. You're going to need these nuggets to build the hammer. Don't accidentally drop them. Got it. Check. So go to Immersive Engineering chapter. Let's see, I assume we start down here. The engineer's hammer is arguably the most important tool in immersive engineering. Yeah, I know how that thing works. So we're going to need those 2 things. So give me some string, give me some sticks, and give me those 2 nuggets. And we can make ourselves the engineer's hammer. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Ta-da! Hammer! The engineer's manual is generally the best place for information on immersive engineering. So we're going to need a book for sure. In order to... I guess that's optional, really, though. So the coke oven is really kind of the first thing we need to do. We need some coke bricks, and we need a look at a completed coke oven. Oh, okay, neat. And we'll get coal coke as a reward. Is only the way to get coal coke. Make a 3x3x3 cube of coke bricks, then right-click the hammer in the center. So we need 27 coke bricks. Not a problem, I don't think. So we're going to need... In order to get 27 of these, we're going to need 9 sets of these, right? So 9 times 4 is 36 each of clay and bricks. So let's get, you know, this many and this many. And you guys need to be smelted. And I'm pretty sure bricks don't have EMC. But we will need to smelt a healthy amount of you. So now does coal have an equivalent? It does. Coal chunk. Nice. Well, that's cool at least. So 36 of these need to be smelted. Let me just get 4 more of you. And yes, I could be using my coal, bread, and stuff. I assume that there's no reason not to be using these guys. I mean, it's easy enough to make, so I'll go ahead and, you know, let this stuff burn up. I don't know if the egg charcoal is needed for anything, but we'll get the ball rolling here. Yeah, it should be fine. And at some point, oh, there's our first. That's pollution. See that little black dude in the sky? That is carbon pollution. There will be a yellow one, which is sulfur pollution, and a lighter gray one, I assume, which is dust pollution. So I don't know if furnaces produce both. I don't know if there's a way to check what machines or blocks create which types of pollution. He's obviously creating coal for sure, or carbon. He might create sulfur. We'll find out. So let me come back in a minute once 36 of these are done. And it looks like we're also going to need sandstone, obviously. So let me get some sand so we can make that happen. Be right back. Oh, and hey, don't forget you have a tick accelerator. Don't forget you can tick accelerate, because I did for a second. Not used to having this early in the pack. But look, more carbon pollution going up there. Bad news. Now, I seem to recall that carbon pollution can be used to make things grow faster. And I don't know if it's like chunk-ish or how that works out. I guess we'll find out, I think, as it floats up there. You can definitely route this pollution, by the way. So we can use that chimneys mod that we saw briefly to route pollution around. So that's a thing we could be aware of. But hey, look at that. Coke bricks, 3x3. I guess my immersive area can be... If this is going to be Tinker's, let's have immersive next to it. And then we'll build outwards to make a smeltery behind that. Does that sound cool? I think that sounds cool. All right, so then let's do... Can you do this? You can. Nice. And I guess we should be... Yeah. Good thing I made a pickaxe. It's about time I had a pickaxe, right? And then hammer, and we're looking at it. Look, I'm looking at a coke oven. Quest completed, coke oven. Sweet. Coal coke for me. Nice. All right, cool. So that will lead to the windmill, which is optional. We want to get a crude blast furnace, which is going to need some blast furnace bricks. To burn iron with coal coke or charcoal to get steel. Like the coke oven, make a 3x3 cube of blast bricks, then click with an engineer. The blast furnace cannot be automated. A block of iron takes a lot of ticks to complete. An ingot of iron takes some ticks to complete. A block of coal coke produces blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. Neato. And then we can also get the water wheel and some other, you know, immersive-y stuff. Sweet. Okay. So, back here? I'm not sure what I should do next. I feel like getting some silicon might not be a bad idea. I think that was quartz, right? Do we still have some? We can get some quartz out of here, that's right. Silicon, yay! And that'll get me towards redstone ingot, but I can't do redstone until I get iron, so I'm definitely stuck there. No redstone until I get iron. I have to figure out, like, where to get iron from, basically. Let me take a peek through JEI and the quest book to see what the deal is with iron. So if we look at iron here, it's grayed out. View dependencies is smeltery. Ah, so we have to get a Tinker's Smelter in order to get this, and as a reward, we'll get 4 iron chunks. Haha. Okay. Cool. Okay, I get it. So that's cool. So we want to get into a smeltery then. Yeah, so let's do that. We should be able to do a smeltery no problem, because we have access to grout, which is just sand, clay, and gravel. And we can make all those things, right? Gravel doesn't have EMC, but I can turn sandstone into gravel, no problem. We've seen it happen a bunch. So let's do this. Let's wrap up the episode here. Off camera, I will make grout, okay? Super easy for me to do, because you've seen it a dozen times now, but I'm just gonna do it again as a demonstration for those of you who may not have been paying attention. There we go. Cool. So I've got gravel, I've got clay, and we've got sand, and now I can make grout. Hooray! And then we can start smelting grout. Sweet. All right, so I'm going to do that off camera for a few minutes. we will come back next episode and build a Tinker's Smeltery so that we can get towards making iron, then we can make redstone, then we can continue to progress. Sound like a plan? For now, wrapping up point. Darwell20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time, ready to make, some more cool stuff. I assume I'm probably going to want more coal coke and creosote, so let's get that process going as well. Now I'm going to also assume that this guy is going to produce pollution. What types of pollution, I'm not quite sure. I guess we'll find out. But, pollution is going to be a thing we're going to have to deal with. Hopefully, it won't be too bad. All right, Darwell20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.